don't just respond to them because not everybody's reading them. So if you want to respond to somebody's comment, be like, "Hey, Jim says."
Well,
Jim says, and then then say it because like when you talk to them, it's like you're having a one-on-one conversation. Not everybody's reading the comments. I'm just saying.
All right.
Bring people in.
Here, go like
We're
this.
live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hey, everybody, welcome.
Oh,
Coffee and bullshit.
Heard our conversation.
Episode 71.
71.
I was talking about how we get you guys included when you're making comments. So I want you guys to have credits if you do make a comment, but I know not everybody reads the comments as you're going along. At least I don't.
Jim from Miami, thank you very much. Ooh.
There you go.
That was me.
Wow.
Dude, I was excited.
I guess
so.
Well, yeah, you were excited.
I don't know why I'm standing up, but
Don't worry.
Else.
Backblast area was clear for a moment.
Glad my head wasn't down there. Put my water bottle down there.
Am I on the podcast? Hey, I'm on.
You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast. Hey, all. Thank you all for joining us again. Episode 71, like we said. Hey, just as a heads up. So we've been getting a bunch of calls. People are asking if we still have the Officer's Coffee, which is our bourbon blend. Normally, I would tell you that it's out, but we're going to let go of some of our holdback personal stock, our private stock. So I think now it leaves, I think it's 21 or 22 bags. So if you want it, go on, order now, Officer Blend. Get it, come down to the shop. Sal and I will be gone the week after this. Larry will be here at the shop, but my guess is whatever's left, if it's not gone this week, we're taking it with us.
Yeah.
So if you want it, you better get it.
Yeah, probably should tell. So yeah, if you don't get it by next Tuesday, we'll have to tell Jordan to take it off. Yeah,
it's all
first
gone.
come, first serve.
So go on there and get it now. Like get it. We won't put this one back out again for another year. But this is our coffee that's 3 months in an oak barrel, a virgin barrel. We started saturated with bourbon, aged in there for 3 months. Captures all the essence with bourbon. It's amazing. There's no alcohol in it, so you can drink it at work.
Yeah.
But the flavor is incredible, especially when you add a little sugar man. It wakes up the bourbon in there and it's amazing.
So stand up, hook up, and shove it down to our door.
Yeah.
Which other one did we put up? Little Rocket Man. So for you guys who like espresso, this is our espresso blend, Little Rocket Man. This is the medium one. We also have a dark and Devil Dog and a light sometimes and General Mad Dog.
Yeah.
But for you guys,
we don't make much General Mad Dog, but
for you guys who like the espresso, this is if you like our Hua, Little Rocket Man is richer. It's a little bit brighter. It has more robusta beans, so you get a little more caffeine. But you can make it as regular coffee in your regular drip coffee maker. You're always confused about that.
Yeah.
Usually espresso just means it has more robusta beans in it. Espresso is really the way you make the coffee, but we call it our espresso blend. It's just heavier on the robusta.
It's under pressure. Dun, 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 dun.
Right? You can be Billy Idol or David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Bowie, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Under pressure.
Yeah, David Bowie.
Yep. David Bowie and
Freddie Mercury.
Yep.
We should try doing that song in karaoke. It is impossible.
Wait, that one day we were singing, we were listening to Jam and the Queen.
Yeah.
You guys doing ballads together?
We may have been.
We may have been, yeah. We were even dancing.
The part was when Larry lifted me up. I did the dirty dancing thing, and he held me. Like we did our first try.
We should show them again.
We could. Next
I think we should show the audience.
The great thing is we're both so old and broke, and that would be definitely some massive injuries would be going on. I don't know if we have enough insurance to cover.
But don't worry, Sal was down there and he was holding my legs.
Yeah,
so there's like he's the support.
Well, and this summer we're gonna bring out the rum.
Yeah,
rum
little
coffee.
Captain Morgan, look at the spicy rum. Was that going to be good?
That's really good coffee in the morning too.
I had a question though, real quick before we continue.
Yeah.
Why does Sal look like he's taller in this video than
right?
Well, because I'm sitting closer up.
How did you manage that?
Optical. I do. I
look.
You look like a small person.
I think it's. Did you put risers on your chair or something?
I don't know. Well,
you did.
You're sitting further back. I'm a little bit closer.
Let's see.
Yeah. What did Bobby say? Hey,
Bobby Curtis from Patriotic Frog.
Patriotic Frog.
Well,
Patriot Popcorn, Patriotic Frog.
A lot of patriotic stuff. He says hello to everybody here and out there in the free world.
Oh.
I got to say, Bobby, your comments over Facebook the other day with you and Chris, it was just had my popcorn ready to go and just watch it. It was.
What's that?
You'll have to read them.
We need more popcorn.
Bobby and Chris were on Facebook. There some posts he put up, and it was just comment after comment after comment against each other.
Oh,
You know, it was good.
awesome. Yep. Lindsay.
It's all in fun. That's right.
Lindsay Rollins asking about rum. Yep, absolutely. Lindsay.
Yeah, we'll have rum coffee soon. Oh, not soon.
No, not till August, maybe.
No.
What's it now?
May,
June, July. Yeah, August. Beginning of August, end of July.
I can start it next week for you.
Well, no, we don't have the barrel yet.
Oh, that's right.
Need the barrel.
Hence August.
August. Yeah, so maybe by close to the middle of July, see if we can work some magic into our barrel.
Man, my hips don't lie. When I say July, August, it's August. I'm the Shakira of coffee timing.
Shakira.
All right, so other cool news. I saw that Ukraine's finally going to get some massive artillery weapons. I didn't get to see who. I saw it quickly this morning, but Zelensky came out and said that he's been getting deliveries of weapons. So hope to God they can go push back against Russia and get him out of Mariupol.
Well, Mariupol fell, right?
Yeah, they pretty much leveled the whole fucking city.
Yeah. Well, I was just surprised those guys, you know, they're probably still in the tunnels because those tunnels run for miles, they say.
Well, they had them cornered in the steel plant.
Yeah, but there was tunnels in there.
Yeah.
That ran all different directions. So hopefully some of those civilians got out. I mean, they've been finding mass graves.
Really?
Oh, yeah, a couple hundred
mass
people.
graves. And then a woman came out and said basically they're using rape as a weapon against they picked off an apartment building. They were playing like it was a video game. They're out there pointing like, hey, can you hit that window? Can you hit that window with the missiles on the civilian apartment building? And then going in and raping the women.
Wow.
So a bunch of great people. Just really fantastic.
Well, luckily we don't have that here in the United States.
Well, I'm not condoning it or saying anything, but even during time when Russians were going into Germany, they were doing the same thing to the German women.
Oh.
You know, back then.
Yeah.
I'm sure Germany was doing the same to every other woman they came across.
It could have been too. And who knows what Americans did at that time too? Nobody.
Remember when in France, and in England, they were forcing them to quarter German soldiers.
Yep.
During the war.
Isn't it amazing what?
That is someplace to stay. So they would just walk into a house. They would take over the house. Like that woman's husband would be off fighting
in France,
right? But in England too. So like they'd be fighting on the Ally side, right? And then they would march into town. All the husbands would be gone. They'd break into like a family's house and be like, "All right, I'm staying here while we're fighting."
Yeah.
Well, and the wife would have the guy's wife would have to like take care of that soldier, feed him meals, do his laundry and shit, feed him. I'm sure.
Yeah, but yes, when the Americans went there in England and did that, staying in those homes, they probably got a stipend from the American government to take care of those soldiers.
Probably. But I'm sure Germany wasn't paying out for it.
Well, no, probably Germany wasn't.
No.
In France, they probably just took whatever they.
They think they did all that by force.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that where they found all that house, like last year or whatever? That the guy had found that room that was all that Nazi stuff inside there, like mint condition stuff, like uniform and materials and maps. And you ever see about that?
No.
Yeah, I saw that on Google Newsfeed.
Huh.
That's not what happened with Moldavia. And then I just saw what was the other two countries that now condone or
Finland and Sweden are going to be part of NATO soon.
And then I can't remember if it was Latvia and Lithuania came out against Russia.
Well, yeah, but
before they didn't say anything, then now I'd come out and said something.
Well, they're also NATO.
Well, it's funny, like all the paintings. Lindsay says, yeah. Oh man, they stole the Nazis stole so many paintings.
Oh yeah,
stole so many artifacts and like.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. So like, if you remember Indiana Jones, they show the one scene at the end of the movie where they take the Ark of the Covenant, they stick in a warehouse.
Yeah,
that warehouse actually exists.
Oh,
that's a real like that. They really do have this warehouse. I'm not saying the Ark of the Covenant's there, but where they have all these artifacts that they've stored like away. And they found that Germany had one like that. They found that there's been like a couple like that where they actually have these massive warehouses.
Oh, every country probably has something like that.
So big that you don't even know, like all the stuff hidden away, like you have no idea about.
What you think of the special, something they found that could be
right, like alien bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
It makes you wonder, shoot, I can't think I was going to say. That's me, old age.
No.
Who Lindsay says he was Hitler's art dealer. Who was Hitler's art dealer? They did.
Yeah. everyone. I mean, even Gurin and all them had their own art collection they sold, and
oh yeah,
you know,
yeah. Well,
and
the
that's
SS did that, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, when they went to the Eagle's Nest, the Band of Brothers, right? Is that the 503rd?
Yeah.
Bravo, is that Bravo Company?
Charlie
Company. Yeah. You know, they found a lot of stuff. And the one guy who Hitler's personal photograph book, right?
Oh yeah,
They said they could never find, and then I think didn't they find it?
Yeah, because it wasn't up in the Eagle's Nest. They thought it would be in the Eagle's
No,
Nest.
it was in the Eagle's Nest, but one of the guys took it and brought it home with him. Right?
Is that the one where the government said you gotta give that back? Because that happened a lot after World War II. Like, you know, especially with Japan stuff. You know,
well, you want to take the spoils of war, right? Some guys were taking samurai swords, or Lugers were a big thing for the.
Yeah, that was like one of the number one souvenirs you could get from the war was a actual Luger.
Yeah, and you can mail it home.
I have a cigarette lighter. It's not a Zippo, but it's a pearl, like a small little pistol. It's got pearl hand grips on it, and then the bottom it says "Made in Occupied Japan." Wow. And that because that's what Japan was forced to put on their anything that they made for money. My grandpa had to give a whole bunch of stuff back to the government so they can send it all back to Japan after the war. But he kept that. It's pretty cool. I'll bring it in sometime for you guys to see it. Show and tell.
Lindsay wants to know if you have bullets for it, but it's a lighter, right? It's not.
It's a lighter.
It's a lighter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zippos back then, that's all you could really use. They didn't have big lighters; they were all Zippos.
Yeah.
They didn't have the actual disposable lighter. Shit, my grandfather had so many Zippos. That's like I took all my Zippos from me. I had like a whole collection of hundreds of them.
Yeah, even when I was in, Zippos were still a prized possession to have.
Oh hell yeah!
You know,
I didn't even smoke and I had a Zippo.
Yeah, it was like you have a Zippo and you do all those fancy little tricks with them.
Yep. Yeah, when I was 16, I had a Zippo.
So I
smoked. Yeah, it's like carrying around Zippos. Like
you smoked at 16?
Oh, before then.
Wow.
13, I think I started. I did all my stuff early so I could get it done and over with. Drugs, alcohol, drinking, that was all done at an early age so I could get it all done and over with. So, you know.
Get it out of your system.
I could go to college and focus and actually do school rather than go to a party. So I wasn't like the kids who had never partied before and then got to college and blew up the experience because it was the first time they ever had any freedom in their life. I did all that shit early, or it didn't matter, high school. And then went to college and was a good boy.
Well, you know, we had a way different upbringing.
We did.
I was never a good boy. So is it true, really? Let's tell everybody. Is it true? Like, how'd you guys meet? Is it true that you were like his babysitter?
Yeah.
I was his babysitter?
Yeah.
Well, because
at Dave's house?
Because he used to be able to drive over because he was 16 when I was like, I would get out of kindergarten and he would drive over because he was a senior in high school.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Oh, you're 48 now?
Yeah, so you're 72 this year.
Yeah, 72.
Well, I'm stuck in between. Larry sandwich.
Well, the truth is I knew his brother way before I knew him. Then he just hung around his brother and we felt bad for him. Said, "Come on, Brian, come with us."
This must have been that.
Oh,
yeah.
Shots fired. Bobby Curtis. Shots fired.
He can't really shoot anymore, Bobby, with his eyesight and his weak bones.
Did you say anything about Woodmans yet?
I did last time.
Yeah,
we'll be in Woodmans. We'll be in Woodmans in Carpentersville probably this next week, and in North Aurora.
Yeah. So
if you want coffee, if you're not getting to the place that we already are, you can always go to Woodmans and pick it up when you do your rest of your grocery shopping at that awesome store.
And go to your Woodmans if you don't have one.
Demand it.
And demand.
So why don't you have Gun Barrel Coffee here?
Yep.
Yeah.
The more you ask, the sooner we'll be there.
That's right.
But please go support us. If you live near Rose and shop at Woodmans, you see our coffee, grab a bag. Please help us try to be successful there.
$1 everything we sell goes to veteran first responders, and you know the more we can sell, the more we can help more veterans and first responders.
Yeah, so you're not just getting damn good coffee; you're also supporting a damn good cause.
Yeah, if you really like smooth, less acidic, and easy on the tummy coffee, we're the ones.
You're not paused for these commercial messages. Gun Barrel Coffee, the smooth one.
Gun Barrel Coffee. Na.
I'm sitting by these guys, and they both got hairy legs.
We don't shave.
Yeah.
I don't shave either.
You shave your arms.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You don't wax them?
Nope.
You just have no hair in your arms.
No hair in my arms.
That's a lie.
He's part Indian.
I'm part Indian, man.
The Indians had hair.
Not this Indian. That Indian.
Yeah.
That's very,
Not he's feathers.
I'm actually a quarter Cherokee. So
Oh, jeez. Quarter Cherokee on a German side.
Yeah.
We were here first. Just so you know, we were here first. You think the English were here first? The Germans were here first.
Actually,
we came on the other side.
Wasn't Leif Erikson, wasn't it? Wasn't it? No, the Vikings.
Eric the Red.
Vikings, yeah, Eric the Red.
Eric the Red.
Oh,
First.
Columbus. He found the Virgin Islands. Raped and pillaged.
It wasn't the Virgin Islands, Caribbeans.
Yeah.
They're all right next to each other.
No, the
Same
they're all like right there. They're all like what are they, 40 miles apart?
I don't know.
Puerto Rico and all that, yeah.
They're all right there. They're all in that general area.
There's an island somewhere out there.
It may have been Turks and Caicos. See, even Lindsay says, it was the Germans. Damn right it was the Germans. Listen, when you have superior,
Did anybody even lock the door?
No.
Nobody locked the
Larry
door?
was last in.
That's true.
Oh.
Last in.
Couldn't come into work. Couldn't come and do any work today, but did show up when it's time for the podcast. Wants to be famous, just don't want to put the work in to get there.
I just woke up.
Man.
I just woke up.
Must be nice to wake up on 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was hungover.
Yeah, must be nice. Some of us had companies and jobs and shit we got to be responsible for.
Hey, on Larry's defense, he was here all week working.
Like 3 hours.
He even came in early on Friday.
Yeah, but like what, 3 hours a day?
What?
You said it like 11 to 1.
Oh, did you really?
No, I never said that.
Oh, you didn't say I think Larry.
I
just
said
comes here for lunch.
yesterday he got out.
Yesterday he goes. I think Larry just comes in for lunch.
Oh,
he only bought lunch one day.
Yeah, only one day. So
I'm not here. I can't see what goes on. So
I'm the best damn employee you guys
all
got.
I know is what Sal says.
I'm the best employee
You're
you
the only
got.
damn employee.
Working for free.
He sometimes gets paid.
It's the feedback you get from the wonderful thing we get to accomplish with this business that we get to give. So by you giving, you're getting back through the giving back that you're doing. Make sense?
You
give to get back.
Pretty much just kind of bend over.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to lose money to make money.
That's right. You got to lose money to make money.
You got to lose money to make money.
Yep.
That's just how it is, Larry. You're the epitome. You're the epitome of it.
Damn it. And that's why I'm in the middle all the time.
Yep. Monkey in the middle.
I get it now.
If we ever start putting nicknames on our shirts, you can be finger cuffs.
Okay, everybody, what do you guys think about that nickname? Finger cuffs? Or what? What's a good nickname for these two guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody want to volunteer some
Mo,
info?
Larry. Damn, he fun. Larry, did you put your podcast on? Cool, go ahead. Post it up.
What?
Lindsay's putting her podcast. She has a
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah, post it up. We'll tell everybody.
It's a Carry On podcast. Put your stuff up so we know, so we can plug you, Lindsay. Give you some props.
You can plug somebody in there?
You can put your information up and put your link up and tell us about your podcast. Always happy to cross promote.
This technical stuff is kind of cool.
There it is.
Well, I found a bunch
Tell
of
us about your
stuff on
podcast, Lindsay. Don't just post the link. Tell people what it is, what you talk about, what's going on.
Oh, you know what? Ask her if she wanted to come on. She goes on the Facebook.
You can go on Facebook, Lindsay. We can always bring you in.
Yeah,
we'll bring you on to talk about it.
We're more than happy to
send
do
you a
that.
link if you go watch us on.
We'll put the link on Facebook and let me see. We'll talk to anybody on here. We're not shy.
Open forum.
Open forum. Is this it?
We never clean this table.
I don't know why.
What does Larry do while you guys are waiting for the roast to get done? Nothing.
Things we have just all the time.
We don't got a vacuum or a lint roller in this place.
Oh, no, I'm that kind of employee.
No, cleaning's nobody's job. It's my job apparently because veteran Republican. Because what happens is, you notice how the bathroom's always cleaner on Mondays?
Oh,
because I come in on Saturdays.
I clean it.
I clean it. I cleaned some of it this morning because I don't know. Someone
who uses the bathroom more though.
You two.
No.
You two each take 4 shits a day.
Hey, 2 at least.
Bullshit.
Okay, maybe 3.
You take 4 to 3 shits a day here each, so you guys can clean the toilet. The sink. I never like the sink is always like I come in, wipe that thing down. It's got yellow and brown shit on it. The mirror it looks like
that's the water.
Looks like someone fucking
Oh,
puked on the mirror.
I thought that was the urinal.
Right, the brown shit over the toilet. the ash drag marks. Fuck,
Hey,
clean all that shit up.
We just want to give you the
We got a vacuum, Lindsay. Every time we do a roast, we have to vacuum.
We just want to give you the sensation of what it's like when you have to use the shitter, like the porta potties, and
Oh, in Iraq. Well, the problem is they're not heated.
Hey,
not heated.
Yeah, not heated, right? They're not.
I camped as a Boy Scout. We didn't have fucking porta potties. We dug holes. We dug holes and shit in the woods.
Little slit trench.
Mm-hmm.
You a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
Do you remember your? Was it 2 fingers or
3 fingers?
Be prepared. I'm honored to do my best. I will do my duty to God and my country.
Ooh.
What do you think I was?
Were you a Scout?
Nope. I was there. Just
so you could
it's just about done. I should have been done. The problem was my dad became the scout leader, and that really makes Boy Scouts suck.
Wait a second. So you go through all Boy Scouts, and then Eagle Scouts are completely different.
No, Eagle Scouts are your last batch. So your first class, and then you become Eagle.
Right.
You just gotta do
Somebody's here.
You just gotta do your project. I'll go.
Yeah, let me do.
Yeah. Hello.
Nobody put the close sign down.
Nope.
Getting more interested. Well, we don't know what Brian's talking about. I think he's been drinking a little too much
coffee.
But as much coffee goes through his system, how many times he's in the bathroom?
That's what I don't know. I mean, I don't want to know, but I don't want to imagine what is.
Oh, we got to buy a roll of toilet paper every 2 days. We got to replace with him here. But somebody forgot to lock the door, so
yeah.
Stay tuned to our next commercial break. We should have a commercial break.
Getting
more interesting. Bobby Curtis.
Get more interesting.
Yeah, because we're probably talking shit. Now, if anybody knew in the military, porta potties.
Yeah.
There's things you won't see things you wouldn't imagine in a porta potty on a military FTX or out in the field or in another country that just you could sit there for hours reading the stuff.
Yeah, you could. I mean, everybody talks about them. Yeah. Used to get guys inside and used to dump it over and all that. Felt like Jackass, got the idea from us. Dude, I was
sneezing out my balloon knots all morning. Balloon knots.
Dude, I was sneezing out my balloon knot. Oh, it was balloon knot.
Must be a Marine thing.
No, he's got a hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid?
Am
I right, Bobby? Hey, Bobby.
Bobby, you have a hemorrhoid? Do you need some preparation H?
No, like Bobby, Bobby from that movie we were talking about earlier in the week. Shake and Bake.
Oh, Shake and Bake, yeah.
Bobby, what was it?
Help me, Jesus. Help me, God. Help me.
Help me, Jesus.
What was that movie?
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Talladega Nights.
Talladega's this weekend, too.
Talladega Nights?
Yeah, it is this weekend.
I don't remember that part.
No lactose thing. No.
Yes, I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, Brian is lactose intolerant.
Fuck. Worst thing ever.
No ice cream. Huh? I was the shitter.
I don't know. I didn't go to the shitter. I was actually helping a customer.
Did they buy anything?
No. But I did sell 3 fills a day. They came in just looking for a cup of coffee, and then we're turning around and leaving. Are we talking about the porta potties? Yep.
Well, porta potties.
G.I. Jane.
Hey, they are something,
Porta potties are worse than digging a hole in the woods.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are. Because I don't have.
No, because you only use the porta potties.
When I look at a hole in the and I go to the hole in the woods, I don't have to look at other people's shit and just smell what's been sitting in there.
Hey.
I gotta tell you, the worst thing we ever did was we had the other business. We did the mud runs, and the one we did was it was Dirty Girl. So the whole series, dude. I feel bad for them. Like they got to deal with all the shit they got to deal with, right? But they destroy. The grossest porta potties ever were at those
women's events.
Yeah, they were the worst.
That's true because those tampon things floating.
Massive massacres. Everybody's having the worst of their life.
Yeah,
it was oh my god.
But in the field, you usually only use the porta potties to do number 2, and you do tire pressure checks for number 1. I'm gonna check the pressure on the tire. Okay. And everybody knew what you were talking about. You're just going by the tire, go piss by there, and then go back into the your tent or something like that.
Oh, I just rolled over on my side and just pissed in the grass.
We get a reprieve. Sure, Lindsay, you can get a reprieve. The worst is like the one camp place we went to is Camp Philmont out in, I can't remember if it was Arizona or Colorado or New Mexico.
That was a reprieve mean, by the way. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but
like a pullback, like an excuse. But the toilets there at this camp, the Toll Wilderness camp, it's all about roughing it. They're just out in the middle of what you sit. It's a wooden box, and you sit back to back with the other dude. There's no walls or anything around it. No, it's not like in a shed or anything. It's just there. But it's like
the 60-man bays.
Right. What they tell us is when you go, before you sit down on one of those fucking things, you get a stick and you bang the shit out of it in there because of the black widows and fucking scorpions that hide in those fucking toilets.
Wow.
But when you shit. You're just out in the middle of the wilderness, just shitting on top of the mountain, and you got other dude behind you just back to back shitting with the dude.
Oh, dude, I got to comment on this.
Go ahead.
Bob Curtis, he says, to this day, I will not use a porta shitter. I don't care, man. I can shit anywhere.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I hate if I like.
The only thing is nice about today using them, I don't have to bring my equipment in there or have somebody watch my equipment because it sucks. All your your gear, your weapon has to be in there to watch it. You're like, oh my god, bring your battle buddy with you. He watches it for you.
No, the worst thing in those when you got to do it in the summer in the porta potty, it's 130 degrees in there.
Oh,
so you're just sitting there sweating. And you're like, "Fuck, I'm already miserable. I don't want to be in that." Now I'm sweating.
And there's two wasps in there flying around.
Just bring a wedge. You can't. There's like no way. It's like, oh,
dude, I was
in an oven.
Remember those cell phones? We had in Iraq.
The Nokia.
Nokia flip phones.
Yeah. Well, I had the Nokia brick.
So I dropped mine once into the shitter and it landed.
Oh my god!
It landed on the fucking mound of fucking toilet paper and turds.
Yeah.
Gone forever.
Nope.
Bye.
Nope.
Yeah.
I reached out that
Bye, gone forever.
I wiped it off and I was like,
no,
it still works.
Gone forever. Sorry, sorry, Sarge. Enemy took that phone.
When phones were hard to get.
Sorry, that's gone forever.
Phones were hard to get, man. I was like, I'm picking up that bad boy.
Gone forever. It's gone forever. Bye.
Oh, well, when we got phones, everybody was getting phones and stuff like that. Call home, it's like sometimes the reception is horrible.
Yep.
And so you'll be people asking, can you buy me a universal antenna? And you got people going up top of the tent trying to hook up the end.
Best reception was at night. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Remember those nights?
Well, I think you had to be like 4 in the morning your time, which would be 10 o'clock here or something, 9-10 to make phone calls.
I always have to sit there before I come, be like,
yeah.
I'm like, is it 7 hours? Is it 8 hours? I'm like, I always try to think before I call. I'm like, I always get confused. I'm like, wait, I call him like, I don't know if he doesn't answer like the second ring. I'm like, I gotta hang up because that means I'm calling like it's either really early in the morning. I'm like, fuck, I can never remember. I'm like,
I mean,
oh, you called him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he called me.
Damn, you are a good friend.
He's gone in Iraq.
When his dad sent us alcohol, but it didn't get there. I think it got.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you should have done it inside
I know,
the Rockside bottles. That's how we did it.
But no, the scope bottles.
Well, yeah, you can use scope, but we used to take we had friends back here that would take a peroxide bottle, gently cut that label off, the lid off so you can get it off, and then pour everything out into a bowl, and then you put a condom, one of those the non-latex, didn't have the stuff on.
Why not use scope?
Why
would you peroxide?
On our Washington D.C. trip in the 8th grade, we took shampoo bottles, dumped them out, boiled the water. You just submerge it in the boiling water and dump it out, and it was clean. And that's how we brought alcohol to Washington.
Oh, you could do that too, but this was a different way.
Why wouldn't want to drink it out of a condom?
No, because you put the condom inside there,
and that's how
pour the alcohol in there, drop it, and then you put some peroxide on top. I don't even like the smell. I like the smell of a condom. I certainly don't want to have one anywhere near.
That's how Larry got really good with condoms in his mouth.
Jesus Christ!
You
know what's nice? You know what's nice is he's able to put it on. I'm like, but I'm not yet. He's like, don't worry, I'll show you. The way he pops it in there, I don't know how he did it, but it was amazing.
Well, the stories we have. Very scary.
Satellite phones. I don't know. Oh, satellite phone, I'm guessing.
No, the only Commander had ours.
Yeah, satellite phones are fucking expensive.
Well, they had that or at the
I'll keep that on the download.
No. For entertainment.
The MWR.
Yeah, MWR. They had
welfare and recreation.
Yeah, they had satellite phones you can use,
yeah.
or you can go to the phone banks.
Yep.
Where AT&T was set up, and
rip
wait
you off.
and wait in line for
make a
3
pay call?
hours
Oh,
to make a
fuck.
pay call.
Yeah, right.
It was
Yeah.
like
$700 a minute.
365 minutes or 565 minutes, and you paid $50 for it or something like that.
Oh, that's not
Turned
bad.
out, oh no, it turned out the AT&T was ripping off the American Soldier. It was like 12 cents a minute.
It was
Wow.
something. I never used it because I got
Who's
my
cell
first
phone?
day in country. I picked up a cell phone. I everybody was setting up everything. I'm like, I'll see you guys in a little bit, and walked on to.
Could you just go get like a Cricket Mobile at the local fucking store?
Well, the cell phone business was good. I was selling cell phones for a little bit, making some money, and cards, and then that kind of just dried up because everybody was finding them easier. And then the next business was to do is not really business, but finding freezers to keep in your tent.
Yeah.
So you can keep your stuff cold, water cold, and all.
Refrigerators or freezers?
Freezers. You needed freezers.
Oh, just because it was a desert and the refrigerator couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah,
yeah. So would a freezer just keep it cold, not frozen?
Yeah, nothing. I don't think. If I remember correctly, I don't think anything really froze. Because when it hits 100 and something out there with that, and plus everybody's opening it up all the time too.
Yeah, they're little, so they're like working their ass off. They're little ones.
We had, I can't remember, but I think we had like a 5 or 7, the bigger chest.
Yeah, cubic feet. Yeah.
But whatever it was, it did all right. It worked.
You can just run to your local Best Buy and pick one up.
I don't remember where. I think they bought it somewhere in town, at the local bazaar or something like that. Yeah. At the bazaars were great because you can go in there and they had like the cafes, so you can smoke a hookah, drink a Coke, and grape leaves for $2.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Damn, yeah, lucky, man.
Yeah. Or you find the nearest McDonald's or Burger King in Kuwait City and park the 2,500 gallon fuel tanker and make sure nothing happens to it while you go and get food. You always left one person to guard it, and then you grab, the order for everybody. Fries was the biggest thing, hamburgers. By the time you got back to base, it's cold, but it didn't matter. It was still McDonald's, right? You still want to eat it.
Yeah, it was familiar, right?
Yeah. Because I think we had Burger King in Aragon, but we didn't have McDonald's.
Yeah, Nathan's hot dogs.
Did they set up food at the base for you? Like, because I just saw one.
Yeah, there was a Pizza Hut.
Yeah, like there's a Pizza Hut, Subway.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Inn.
Was it Pizza Inn? I thought it's been a long time.
I saw one they showed, like, I think it was Afghanistan. They had a McDonald's, a Pizza Hut, a Subway, a Jimmy John's.
There was a Subway.
I think there was Subway, but the lines were always long to get something. Yeah, and it's just like,
what was that coffee thing? The green beans.
Yeah, there was a coffee place there.
Yeah, green bean coffee.
I think it tasted just like your MRE coffee.
Yeah.
See, now if you're in another part of the world, I'd definitely just drink their coffee because that's the coolest part. Is like most great coffee doesn't come from here, right? It comes from every other part of the world.
Yep.
Especially over there, like you're close to some of the best coffee in the whole world. Like Tanzania is not far from there. Like that's
I don't remember over there in
you're so close to Africa. You think you'd get like amazing coffees from there.
In Kuwait that I already got coffee. I know it's mostly like a can of Coke and grape leaves and a hookah for $2. I mean, it's so cheap, and gas there at that time was only 25 cents.
Yeah,
wow.
25 cents for a gallon of gas.
How
there.
You're shipping it home?
Well, I mean, over there in Kuwait,
if I could put a bunch of straws together and bring it across the Atlantic,
just put it in FedEx and just FedEx a gallon at a time home.
Listen, if you mailed home sand and you got caught,
yeah, you get in trouble.
You get in trouble. The MPs will come there and
for mailing home sand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it has
shouldn't it?
Well, things that are not common.
Not
yeah,
native.
not native.
That would be an awesome way to like take over that place. Is like every soldier, I want you to send home 5 pounds of sand a week until this desert's just empty. They'll never catch us because you're doing little 5 pounds at a time. Just 5 pound sacks are going out from every soldier every week. Your job is to gather up 5 pounds of sand. Pretty soon, like, hey, what the fuck's our desert? What the fuck happened?
We should have done the same thing. Like,
Jay.
Instagram's down. Instagram is down.
Jay, how you doing, man? It's good to hear from you.
So we had a little technical difficulty. Not technical. What'd you call it? Equipment failure. No, it's there.
There you go. Yeah, it's.
I don't know if I'm.
You only get half a half. 2 halves make a hole.
2 holes make a half. Cut it in half and you got
me a Coke.
Damn.
Oh, I would say the most thing you really missed, even though you had a chow hall, was just kind of home cooking.
Yeah.
And having cold water was always good.
Here's the thing. Did you ever watch WWE? Mm-hmm. So you watched WWE? You remember when they had
we watched it back when it was WWF.
WWF. Remember when they came to Baghdad?
No.
So did you ever see that Christmas edition special they did? They had like John Cena, some of the other wrestlers.
It was all after my time.
I can't think of it. Yeah.
I mean, really, like I stopped watching once Hulk Hogan fought for the 85th time with Andre the Giant for the World Championship.
But yeah, they did. They had the WWE came down there
in the Green Zone.
Yeah, no, not. They came to buyout, and they did this Christmas special. Well, the thing is, if you ever watch the Christmas special, I think you can find it on YouTube now, and you watch the very first couple minutes, like where it shows them flying, on Black Hawks and stuff when they're coming in.
There's a picture of you?
No. But there was an artillery, going, coming in, and it shows it. They don't show the WWE wrestlers and the staff all like jumping to the ground like this, freaking out and panicking, while all the Joes are still sitting in the bleachers, fucking going like this. But it was so crazy. But there was a little bit of part of where you could hear it at the beginning of that special.
Oh, there's incoming?
Yeah, Stone Cold was there. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, those incoming coming.
What year was that? I mean,
I think that was 05.
No, I was there. I don't remember watching it either.
It's crazy.
Yep, buyout, the footprint of freedom, buyout.
Is Stone Cold making a comeback? I've seen him on a
commercial.
No, he's been on a couple WWE things.
Is he really? I thought his neck was.
What I was thinking the other day. What I heard the way I was like Ice-T now is actually really a gangster because on the morning, the way to work in the morning, I heard him and Stone Cold. I think it was Stone Cold doing a commercial for cold water washing with Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm like, you're not a real gangster until you've gone so mainstream as a hardcore gangster that you're doing a commercial for laundry detergent and cold washing. Can you imagine had you gone back 25 years ago to Ice-T and be like, dude, listen, someday you're gonna be so fucking, you're gonna be so accepted, right? You're gonna be so OG that you're gonna be doing a commercial for fucking laundry detergent. They'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, yep, he's gone full circle. And you've gone from like hardcore, like OG gangster to now you're doing fucking laundry detergent with Stone Cold Steve Austin for cold water washing. I'm like, what? How is Ice-T the spokesperson for detergent?
Yeah. But you know what? Even for him being an OG, is a big supporter of the Second Amendment.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I like his. He did an interview, which was awesome. He was the first one to be like, it has nothing to do with hunting.
Right.
I remember if he was with Pierce Morgan or Larry King, whatever the fuck. He's like, it has nothing to do with hunting. It has to do with tyranny. He's like, our own governments are the biggest tyrannists out there. He's like, so it's to protect ourselves against tyranny. If they have automatic weapons, we got to have at least semi-automatic weapons. Yep. He's like, so what are you going to fight? He goes, and he's talking about like every place. I always talk about this. Like every place guns are banned is a dictatorship. Where the citizens aren't allowed to own weapons is a fucking dictatorship. Up here, the best example is the UK. Yeah, it's absolutely a dictatorship, and you're under the thumb of a queen and king and royal family that you're supporting that provide absolutely no value whatsoever, and they live an absolutely ridiculously lavish lifestyle, way over the fucking top, and they all pay for it, and so you can't tell me they're not under the thumb of a royal family.
And they can have a shotgun, and they can have semi-automatic BB or pellet guns, but not full automatic like most places.
That's why there's so many knife murderers there now. The knife murderers.
Oh no, they outlawed knives, I guess.
Yeah. So I can't have a butter knife now. I can't have. I mean,
how do I spread my butter on my bread?
I read just a stupid stat. People that own guns are twice as likely to be shot as people who don't. I'm like, yes, people who own knives are twice as likely to be stabbed as people who don't. Yep. People who live in a house are twice as likely to die in a house that don't live in a house. I'm like, it's the dumbest. Right. Like, I'm like, how far reaching can you be? Like, that's the dumbest article I've ever seen. Like somebody actually posted that. I'm like, and I'd love to go read the comments. We're like, yeah, that's right. That's why guns are so bad. I'm like, well, that's people who drive are twice as likely to die in a
car accident.
Charleston Heston made a great point when he was the ambassador for the NRA. Mm-hmm. He made a great point one time. He was like, in politics, he's like, all these these anti gun owners, for in politics in DC and Congress. He goes, but you want to know something? And he goes, and I got proof right here. And he shows it up. He goes, 3/4, if not all of them that say, oh, guns are bad, are all former NRA members. And, oh, by the way, here's the weapons that they are registered to own. And it's like,
wait, here's the best part is they're against guns, but they have a private security detail that's heavily armed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why, if guns are so bad, then why would your security then disarm your security?
Yeah.
Then go without armed security. Then.
Yep.
If you think it's so unnecessary, then drop. It starts at the top. Fish rots from the head. So you want to start it. Show everybody that you don't need armed security. But your security guards, I'm sure, are wearing bulletproof vests. They're carrying large caliber pistols. They're not carrying 38s around. I'm sure they're carrying 45s or bigger with them, right?
That's why I always say, man, this is my own opinion. This is not
they're using hollow point rounds with their massive loads.
Let's have a revolution. Let's get a new government in the
house.
Let's
do it. I'm all for it.
We can keep the Constitution. But let's do like what it's meant to be.
That would be what Adam said, right?
Yeah.
Every 20 years there should be a revolution to.
Listen, all I want the government to do is be like, hey, here's the Constitution. Here's the laws you need to follow. That's it. Nothing else other than that. What does Jay say?
You can bend the stats and fit whatever gender you please. Canton, New Jersey is still a shit show, but since they report crime differently, they no longer make #1 most dangerous city every year. That's so true.
Oh yeah, every city can bend it to their. I mean, you keep hearing about
last year.
Hear about
crazy
carjackings all the time in Chicago. I mean, just the other day, kid that was a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old in the car, and they just went to, unload something, and armed guys came in and take it. I mean, even if they were armed, you're still not going to do anything with your kids in the car there to shoot back, right? Because
right, you don't want to start a firefight with your kids.
Right. But if it's just me,
I would,
and there's nobody else in there,
yeah,
fuck it.
In a heartbeat.
Yep.
I love that the laws are so slanted against.
It's like law-abiding citizens.
It's like all these.
In Illinois, you have to be very careful how you murder the person who broke into your house, because if you just straight up murder him and you unload your magazine, well then now you're guilty of murder and excessive violence.
Yeah.
And they have to be like, well, I was fearful for my life. They were threatening my life. I have to be able to prove that they were threatening your life. If somebody breaks in my house while I'm there, they've already made a decision that if I'm there, they don't care.
They already
my kids are there, they don't care.
Right.
That they're going to kill all of us to get what they want.
Yep.
So that to me says, as soon as somebody breaks in your house, you should be able to kill them any which way you need to end them.
So you had a 30-round magazine. It's unloaded.
I don't care if the guy's laying on the floor after I shot him. I should be able to empty the magazine into him just to let other criminals know that they don't come into somebody's house.
And then hang their head on the front door?
Yeah, I'd like to put a spike out there. Yeah, I think you should.
Jay, I was eating dinner with my family last night, and 2 guys got shot and 1 died a quarter mile away. Where do you live at, Jay?
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey?
Yeah, he does. He works with dogs.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He's an Air Force veteran, if I remember correctly, right, Jay?
And by the way, yes, China was there too.
Yeah, China.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blew up her whole career by saying that she was sexually harassed. Tried to
Dirty Jersey. I like that.
Tried to get paid and got taken out of there. There's some really nice areas of Jersey though too.
Like
the shore. Fuck. A friend of mine lives out in Jersey. Man, they have a beautiful house on a private lake in a neighborhood. Goddamn, it's like a
but you're paying for that nice area too.
But some of Jersey, just like anywhere though. There's it's like Chicago. There's crumb areas in Chicago, and then there's really unbelievably high end areas.
But even in Chicago, you could have one block that's really nice, and then the other block next to it is just crappy.
Yeah, but they're
right?
because in
some areas,
but it doesn't go nice, bad, nice, bad, nice, bad. In Chicago, which is cool. What I like actually about our area here is different than other areas is the bad sections here, the good sections here. They don't cross over each other. Where every other state is. So what's funny, the thing that killed me, like we were in North Carolina, Asheville. Here's a $10 million house, right? On all this acre, that guy's property. Right next to it is a shitty mobile home that's probably worth $30,000. Next to it is $1 million house. Then a $80,000 mobile home. They're all right next to each other. So it's not like, hey, here's all the nice houses. Here's the shit houses. It's like so someone can move in right next door to you and put up because of the zoning laws suck. So like you could go build a nice fucking house. Then you could have the fucking biggest country bumpkins move in right next to you with Camaro up on blocks in your yard. You got this beautiful house, but their house is shit and looks like garbage.
Excuse me.
Florida's that way. Everything I see down south is like the zoning laws are fucking crazy. They don't give a shit.
Well, they're relaxed.
Just build what you want to build.
Speaking of like Chicago though, like what you were talking about, like you guys are saying about Chicago. Look at like where's it that Osama bin Laden? I mean, not our president. What the heck was his name?
Obama. Yeah.
Where he lived.
It was a nice area.
It's like primo, man. It's like safe. It's beautiful.
Well, same thing.
Right down the street.
Same thing with the mayor there. I mean, anytime. I mean, the Daley's always lived in the South Side.
Yeah.
There's really nice parts.
Yeah, there's nice parts of South Side.
Like near Evanston, right? There's like on the lake shore. Like it's like Evanston's beautiful. Like it's all old homes.
Yeah.
But right next to it is Rogers Park, and like Rogers Park's a complete shithole, right? So like anywhere the L runs, like right whatever it is, I don't know about the L, but as soon as you get close to the L line, it turns to shit. So like Rogers Park, like lakefront, there's some lakefront Rogers Park, which is okay, but then this block is you go underneath the L tracks on their side, and like that is not, you don't want to be there. What? But Evanston right next to it. Evanston, $5 million houses.
What's that street in North Chicago? It's called North Chicago, that little suburb.
North
where
is brutal.
You got that one street. I can't think of the name of it. Maybe where on the left side of the street as you're going north, beautiful homes.
Yeah, it's Green Bay.
And then on the right side is all these shitty
because you're Lake Forest in North Chicago. So it's like Lake Forest and North Chicago, and then Waukegan, and then
that's it.
So that's right on the lakefront.
Jay saying my town's really nice. The neighboring town is like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about seeing lately is relaxation of laws. Oh yeah, the relaxation.
You
laws.
Can't chase
especially
shoplifters.
Motor vehicle laws causing people from PA to come over the bridge to New Jersey and drive like absolute d-bags.
It's funny, man. The fucking tolls between New Jersey and New York are insane.
God.
I had a car when I bought that car.
Well, maybe that's what they need to do between New Jersey and PA.
Right, because it's all the mafia stuff, right? They want to keep trucking.
Yep.
If you have a fucking truck in Jersey, you don't come to New York and get a load because fuck you, because you're taking our business, right? So when I bought my car from the New York dealership, the towing company, the guy ended up having to come from Jersey. For him to take his fucking tow truck from Jersey across the bridge to this dealership, he says like 3 miles, was $175 in tolls to go across the bridge. Because he's a New Jersey truck going across the bridge, they charge massive amounts to try to keep all the Jersey trucks out of New York. And I'm sure Jersey does everything they can to keep trucks from New York out. Because I don't want you coming picking up loads from states.
So it'd be like the Sopranos, right? The Sopranos that took the Jersey area, and then you had the other family in New York, right?
If you're a Jersey garbage man, you don't go pick up garbage in New York.
Right.
That's the easiest way to get killed, right? You go,
you
drive a Jersey garbage truck across the bridge. Your ass that's like a target. I kill that guy. But trucking was bigger business for mob than fucking garbage.
Holy hell, yes! Those tolls for those New York bridges
are sickening. Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I experienced those last year, man. Taking my boy out east for his lacrosse tournaments, and let me tell you, man, those tolls were asinine, man. I was like, who fucking lives out here? They're fucking nuts.
The bridge to
let's say fuck.
Who cares?
Okay.
The bridge from Virginia Beach going across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
It's like $20 to cross that bridge.
Yep. It was. Yep. 20.
And I think I did that trip once just to go across, just to, say, hell, I did it, right? Because you go up and you go down and you go back up.
Right. It's a tourist thing, right?
Yeah.
That was so cool. It's like you're driving, you think you can go right into the ocean.
It's expensive in St. Louis to go across the Mississippi.
No.
There's one bridge that I went across there. It was like years ago. I think it was $5 or $6 or something.
I don't remember seeing no tolls there.
That was 30 years ago.
That was I know what he's talking about. I remember that one.
It was like
$6 back then, which was a lot.
Back then it was a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Jay also says, plus you also sitting forever in the traffic.
I don't want to be any part of that traffic over there. Like our traffic's bad, but goddamn, you get over there, like New York and LA. Listen, I understood in LA why there were shootings on the freeway. Like the one time we got trapped from San Diego to LA, we left at 9 a.m, which is it's 90 minutes, right? When you haul ass, it's 90 minutes. We didn't get into fucking downtown LA till 7 o'clock at night. At one point on the 5, we were dead stop for an hour and a half. It's 8 lanes on each side, 8 or 10 lanes on each side at that point, and we were completely dead stop.
Wow.
I got out of the car on the LA freeway, was out sitting outside the car for 45 minutes. I'm like,
that's insane.
I'm like, I can't take this. I can't take moving an inch at a time over hours, like an hour and a half drive turning into almost 12
I
hours.
think the car's overheating too. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
But if you had an electric car, man, your batteries will get really hot.
Yeah.
Well, that happened before in LA where people were, there was a whole line of Teslas down the side of the road because they were all dying because of the traffic jam, because they're all waiting in line for the charger. And there was one charger between where they were in the stretch, and there was only like 3 charging stations. So like this is like 3 years ago, like first going. So like there's a whole line of Teslas all the way down the highway because they're all dying in traffic, just sitting there. And they all need to get the charger. You had to wait because it takes like 45 minutes for a full charge.
Yep.
So 3 charges at a time.
Why did the Tesla just put his solar panels on top of the vehicle?
They won't charge it fast enough. Won't do enough.
But it might give you something.
There's a car company doing it now, but it's not. Our solar panels suck right now. They're just inefficient. So they lose so much energy because of resistance. So until we can build them with superconductors,
right,
they're always going to suck. So right now, you can't
build superconductors until you go into space.
Right, you have to have zero gravity environment.
Right.
So my guess is part of the plan of a moon base is it's going to be a manufacturing facility to be able to make.
Okay, is China going to own that one too?
Oh yeah, they're on the dark side of the moon building stuff already.
Wait.
And they're building it out of sight.
You have to build superconductors in a zero gravity state.
Yeah, because the materials they use to combine will only combine in zero gravity.
Really?
So all you can build here is semiconductors. But in zero gravity, you can make superconductors, which once they can do that, like electric vehicles you're going to see amazing things happen with electricity. Like ranges are going to go to thousands of miles.
Wow.
Things are going to go to 1,000 miles. There's not going to be a power grid anymore. You're going to have fucking batteries at your house that last forever. They're solar powered, and that's what's going to kill. So that's going to be the hardest thing is what happens to all the people who are employed by the power companies, all the infrastructure, all the people who maintain that infrastructure. That's going to be a whole section of job that's going to be like quickly transformed.
Like coal miners and everything.
Yeah. That's why do you think it's been so slow to adopt? Why do you think the government doesn't spend as much money? Why do you think every year when the president's getting, or every 4 years when the president's getting elected, the big thing is they push is clean coal, which is a complete lie. There's no such thing as clean coal. But because all the money's behind it, all the lobbyists, because they're trying to keep that shit away.
There's coal that is dirty coal that has sulfur, right? Just like oil has sulfur.
Right.
It's all bullshit.
Because most of the coal we get here in Illinois comes from Wyoming.
Coal is coal. Coal burns what it burns. It's fine.
Even though down southern Illinois there's large coal places there, but they're all shut down because it was dirty or something, right? Illinois just shut them down.
I don't think it has anything to do. I think it's a matter of whether lobbyists spend their money, who gave enough money to keep their shit open, let their shit through, and get the government contracts. That's all it is. So they're always going to be a push back against any of the stuff that they consider green energy.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're talking billions and billions of dollars of the companies who've been the richest companies in the world.
Yeah.
Imagine back in 30s or 40s, had you come up with an alternative to steel. Do you think Carnegie would have let fucking those companies?
No.
He hired the Pinkertons to kill his workers who were protesting.
Yep.
To go kill them, to kill his own workers, to slaughter them. You think he would let fucking some other company come in and be like, this new plastic is this carbon fiber is way better than steel. You could build shit out of carbon fiber. He'd be like, I'll kill everybody.
Yeah. Didn't that happen with something like with Japan with their steel or something like that? Wasn't there something in regards to that? Like the steel that they were making back then?
I remember their steel sucked.
Well,
at first, so like their steel was they were using cheaper stuff in their steel and using like tin for their part of their alloy combination. Their steel wasn't as good.
Who's
Japan? But even
China does the same thing.
Even if their steel is better, so Japanese steel was good. Like I think because like the samurai stores, like they made amazing steel, right? So I'm sure Carnegie did everything could stop anybody from bringing steel in outside this country. The thing is, there's only I can't remember now. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, there was 150 blast furnaces on this continent to make steel. Now there's 2. As we let it all go overseas and stop imposing tariffs on imports, so they killed the fucking steel industry by doing that, allowing that, undercutting prices,
killing the middle class.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really the middle class is very tiny. Either you're poor, very little middle class, or you're up here.
Yep.
And not everybody can be tech, science, techo junkie.
Well, the other thing that's going to kill the middle class is fucking medical expenses.
Yeah.
You can't afford insurance. When even the government subsidized insurance. We did the Obamacare plan 20 years ago when it first came out because my work insurance was ridiculous. It was like we were paying fucking like $1,500 a month for my wife and I, and then to add maternity insurance, our insurance was going to be like $3,500 a month through my work, like crazy. So we jumped on the Obama plan. It was $600 or $700 a month, subsidized, and then it went away for a while. Then they brought it back. When they brought it back, the premiums went to $2,500 a month for me, my wife, and my daughter on the government subsidized plan. And my doctor, my wife's doctor, her obstetrician, her gynecologist, all said no, we won't take that insurance.
Wow.
So and they still want to use that today.
And they canceled all of our doctors refused to see us because they're like, no, that insurance doesn't pay shit. So we lost all of our doctors because we had the Obamacare plan.
Well, you can choose your own doctor.
At $2,500 a month. No, you can't. No, you can't. They will not take the insurance.
All right. It is already 410. And if you know what that is, that's also a 410 gauge.
410 gauge. Boom.
Yeah. No, 410.
410.
It's like a shotgun shell, but no.
It's like a small little shotgun shell.
Yeah, it's a thinner.
Have you seen those in ARs? You can shoot 410s out of ARs.
Yeah,
the night because they're easier to reload.
So did you see the real quick? I know we're
the Army changed its weapons to the SIG.
Yeah, SIG now.
So
no more saw. There should be a bunch of saws coming out of the market.
So, but their version of a saw,
it's 6.8.
6.8. So they moved to 6.8.
Better armor piercing. Fuck.
It's not better armor piercing. It's better range.
Well, they said be better for armor piercing as well.
It probably could be. I mean, it's in between a 308 and 5.56, which I don't know why they didn't go to 300 blackout because then you really wouldn't have to change the magazine. And
why? Because someone greased the right palm.
But here's the thing:
because someone greased the right palms, went on the right fishing trip with the right senator. So the right money, the right places.
The crazy thing though is finally it's like we're getting away from the 5.56, man. We're moving back up and with the heavier round, which is finally about time. Screw the whole NATO policy.
Yeah, no, the U.S. started that.
I know,
but now it's going to be a while before. Okay, the SIG 6.8s that come in, it's going to be a while because we have so much 5.56 ammo stock, right? And we have so many, M14 or M4s.
Yep.
So it's going to take a while. It's going to start from the top, right? Your special operators.
Give it to the Marines.
Yeah, the Marine Corps can take all that stuff, right? Yeah, they get to use equipment from the Army.
I think how many more saws will come out in the world.
Yeah.
No, because the only problem with the saws from the military, they're full auto.
They can't just change the pins and sell them.
I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
I would think they would just pull it's just a pin. It's all.
No, because they engineered the civilian saws, so it cannot ever be used as a full auto. So I mean, there probably some engineering.
Well, you'd have to do something with that gas rod inside there too. You'd have to change that gas rod in there.
No, I think it's something in the trigger mechanism. I think I don't know. I read about it. I didn't pay attention.
That trigger mechanism is only a block. It's only a block. With the
but there's something in the upper they have to do to change it, so it can never be used as a full auto. It can't be changed.
I guess it depends.
But there are some states that allow you to have full auto, so some of them they could be sold.
That's why I was saying it was the grass rod. Because remember the grass rod, the brick at the back. That's where you got that nipple at the bottom end. I think they would have to change that block area.
It depends what makes a saw fully auto.
Yeah.
Is it the pin that's
no? What makes it a full auto is the gas blowback that does.
So it pushes the.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it's that block in the back. That because remember the trigger has I think it has only 3 components in it: a pin, a spring, and the trigger itself.
The hammer.
The hammer. Yeah. So.
All there is safe and fire.
But it's that. Remember when you slide in the gas cylinder, it's got that block at the back.
I think they have to change the block or something.
I
think there's something they got to do with that. But I know that FN is coming out with the saws again this spring.
Yep.
So they're out of the 2-year hiatus. So if you're looking for a saw, because there's nothing like a belt-fed weapon, it's just beauty in your hands. It's like a song. But 200 round mags.
What we're watching today, we were watching some video like I don't remember what weapon it was, but it was a belt-fed machine gun. They're shooting off some older movie. I'm like, there's nothing that sounds like a belt-fed machine gun, man. Like it just you recognize it as soon as you hear it. Like I went back and I turn around and see that because like you just hear it like nothing sounds like that. Just
right.
Yeah, and then the new they're regular Joe Soldier 30 round. I don't know if it's 20 or 30 round mags. Probably 30, but
I think it's 30.
But you got to think now of the extra weight because
Yep.
ounces are pounds and pounds is weight. And it's going to be.
Wonder how much faster they use up barrels too.
Yeah.
6.8 burns hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's just probably changing the barrel, metal again. They
Yeah.
have to do that.
Heavy
It's got
barrel.
to be a lighter, heavier but lighter, barrel that can withstand more heat, which is probably going to be more like probably titanium, wouldn't it?
No, there's no way they can do titanium.
It's a bitch. Titanium's a bitch to mill. So it's funny when you get titanium, it comes in massive long poles. Long, but like 20, 30 foot, 100-foot poles. So like to mill titanium is a fucking nightmare. It's a nightmare. You gotta have really big, absolute huge warehouse or big shop and big machines to fucking deal with titanium. And you burn through tools like there's no tomorrow because it's so fucking hard.
I think when they do the ones for the A10s,
Yeah,
they gotta mill those out and
those are titanium.
Those are titanium. Those are the tanks in the sky. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for watching episode.
Thanks for joining
71.
us. Next Saturday,
Thank you.
Sal will be on the podcast. Maybe Larry, who knows? But
we're gonna have Abby.
Abby from Barista and the Bean.
Yeah.
One of our new clients. I guess she's gonna be doing. She makes awesome coffees. She's using our coffee in her shop. She's really a barista. And she'll come and talk all about coffee. She's super scientist about it. So that should be interesting. Tune in next week on Saturday. Check that out.
Yeah, she'll be going with Patriot Popcorn down there to Tennessee.
If you're local, I'll be at the King County Flea Market Saturday and Sunday.
I'll be here with Sal.
I'll probably be at the flea market.
There's work to do over at the flea market. Larry won't be there.
Well, we need signs.
Signs. Everywhere there's signs.
Signs.
Breaking my mind.
Everywhere there's signs.
Do this. Don't do that. Can't you read the sign?
Yeah.
Here's your sign.
Thinking that. Yeah. Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Bunch of cakes.
All right.
See you guys.
See you.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Keep your head on a swivel.